Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome in to Go Live Together with Coffee and Tea. We are your host. I am Jeremy.
And Lucas Studios.
And Scott from the Mustard Drill.
That's right. That's right. And we also got some more people who have joined us in this morning. Bone Tired Travelers, good morning.
Morning, knees.
I get the feeling someone is watching us.
Ooh. Lone Cross MTP has made it in.
Hi.
What's up, Scott?
And House of X Entertainment has made it into the chat. Good morning.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
That's right. That's right. And on her hiatus and day off, Cruising is Fun Anytime has made it into the chat. Welcome in.
Welcome.
Destination Fun has made it in. Good morning.
Hi.
And welcome to your Friday. This is Independence Day weekend. So if you are traveling, please be careful. There's some news reports out there that the airports are going to be extremely busy, and you should arrive earlier than they normally tell you. So take that under advisement and take it seriously. And I have an airport story that we haven't even shared with you guys yet. On our way to New York, they had oversold the flight by 5 seats. Okay. Wow. And they were offering $400 on a e-gift card that you can spend anywhere. So we were like, we're not in a big rush. Let's run up there and claim a couple of seats. Well, this one guy with a family of 5 walked up, and this man scored $2,000 combined for all of the 5 seats for his vacation in New York City. So I thought that was kind of cool. Mm-hmm. And coming back, okay, they had oversold the flight again. And no, it was another flight going to Orlando. Okay, it was in the gate right next to us. Okay, yeah. They started off with $400. Eventually, they worked their way up to $1,400 a person. Nobody was stepping up to claim this money. And I'm like, must be really in a rush to get to Orlando, because I know that baby and I would have stayed behind. And the announcements were coming like every 5 minutes. They were desperate to get volunteers to, give up their seats. And in turn, they would definitely give you cash money, well, not cash,
I think there was not long ago, Beth and I were in Port Canaveral, and I think we were flying American, and they had an actual alert in the app that asked us if we wanted to give up our seats for $500 a piece. Mm-hmm. And I said, not enough. Not enough. More.
I didn't know they were going to keep jumping up like that. I'm like, okay, this is a business. They're gonna stick with that. But that was my first time hearing them go up. So I'm paying attention. I'm like, when they made it to 1,200, I'm like, okay, folks, somebody please step up. But then they ended up at $1,400. That amazed me.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yep. Okay, so this is your last day of June. It has been a very interesting month, to say the very least. We have been cool for half of it, so that was a win-win for us. The rest of you have been cooking and baking, and it looks like Wednesday we're going to get some relief. The weather today, in the event that you're coming in to Galveston for the weekend, we are beginning the day at 84 degrees with 86% humidity. But by the time the afternoon hits at 4 o'clock, generally, if you were sailing away, it would be 4 o'clock from Galveston. Your temperature is going to be 89 degrees with 70% humidity and only 11-mile-an-hour winds. This is not much to speak of, and we are still under a heat advisory. So please take that very seriously and stay hydrated if you're coming to Galveston. Mm-hmm. And let's see, speaking of
the smoke is back here in the Northeast, so it's been really super hazy, really hazy. And I think Washington, D.C. yesterday had the worst air quality anywhere on the planet for the day.
Yep. And, Bill from Armstrong Adventures said it was real hazy out there yesterday. This is our current situation here in Galveston down at the beach. It is super clear. It is super sunny, and you're not going to see a cloud in the sky. We're just cooking out here. That's what it is. We're cooking. And
Interesting how flat it is there.
It is. There's no hills. We're flatlanders out here. When we drive, it's just a straight shot, and you can see for miles.
Jeremy, is that a man-made island or not? Nature island?
There's two islands here. Galveston Island is a natural island. The adjacent island to us is called Pelican Island. Now, there's not much that happens on that island, but whenever you cruise from Galveston, you look across and see those oil platforms and a dry dock for a ship and, Seawolf Park and stuff like that. That is a man-made island based off of all of the dredging that it took to make the Houston Ship Channel.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So all of that mud and dirt got brought to Pelican Island, and that's a man-made island right there.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let's see. Some more people have made it into the chat this morning. Drunken Chef Barbecue, good morning.
Hi.
Sharon Rowland, good morning.
Hi.
Guten Morgen.
Let's see. Okay, on this day, June 30th, in 1985, Michael Phelps was born. In 1966, Mike Tyson was born.
Wow.
In 1917, Buddy Rich was born. And in 1917, also on the same day, Lena Horne was born.
She has her own theater.
We were walking in Manhattan and saw the Lena Horne Theater. So I thought that was kind of cool. And let's see, there is...
And the Drunken Barbecue, that's who taught me how to make ribs.
Drunken Chef, cruising is fun anytime, says that you taught her the proper way to make ribs, and we are ever so appreciative. On this day in 1937, the world's first emergency telephone number, 999, was launched in London.
Nice.
And on this day in 1936, American author Margaret Mitchell published Gone with the Wind, a sweeping romance set during the Civil War. The novel later won a Pulitzer Prize and was adapted into a hugely successful film.
That's right.
Oh, wow. In 1908, an enormous aerial explosion, presumably caused by a comet fragment colliding with the Earth, flattened approximately 2,000 square kilometers, 500,000 acres of pine forest near the Tungska River in central Siberia.
Oi. Good morning, Kenny and Debbie. Good morning.
Morning. Okay, and that'll do it for on this day in history.
And on this day, it's been already 6 months of 2023. The year is flying.
It is.
Just so the next 39 days flies by.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Hang on. I missed. Yeah. Good luck on this. We know that dental pain can be a real pain, and hope you feel better.
Yeah. At least she doesn't have to wait until the 10th of July. I think that's what she had mentioned the other day, was that her dentist was closed till the 10th.
Well, that's good. Let's see. Okay, so we have some channels that we would like to highlight for you this morning. It is Friday, and I'm going to give you one more. But Can't Stop Walking But Love Mowing and Cruising. The Norris family have rebranded their channel. They've changed the name. It used to be Norris Family Ventures. Now it is the Norris family. If you are following this channel, they're dropping celebration videos, and please go check them out. Great family. Shanster Travels is next. Randasita is next. And Tony and Bryn's Adventures. And to close out everything, since they were so active in the chat yesterday, the Cruising Chicks. So all of these channels are linked down in the description below. Ooh, Controversial Cruising has just made it in. Hello, welcome in.
Hey, what's up, Scott?
Welcome.
The Morgan.
I love
Yo,
those
yo,
sounds.
New York in the house. All right.
New York in the house. Yes. Welcome to the party.
The Bronx, Long Island, and Brooklyn. Yo, we good.
That'll work.
Yeah, and then of course there's Staten Island.
Yeah, I was going to ask. There's another one. What about Manhattan and Staten Island, good sir? You don't go that way? Oh, they said now Arizona.
Yeah, that's where he's at. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Scott, I think we have arrived at the point where we need to report the news this morning.
All right.
News, all right.
In the news today.
MSC Cruises temporarily closes their private island. MSC Cruises private island in the Bahamas, Ocean Cay, MSC Marine Reserve, is closing for more than 6 weeks for updates, according to the communications the cruise line sent to booked passengers that were impacted, as well as their travel agents. While the closure is only temporary, the extensive time frame is affecting many cruises on different MSC ships. Ocean Cay MSC Marine Reserve will be temporarily closed to MSC cruise guests from April 7th to May 22nd, 2024, in order to make necessary guest experience enhancements and support the island's future growth plans. MSC or cruises aboard MSC Seashore, Seascape, Divina, and Maravilla are all impacted, though different cruises are being adjusted in different ways. For some sailings, alternative ports are being substituted for Ocean Cay depending on the ship, sailing date, cruise length. Travelers may be visiting Nassau or Freeport. Instead, some longer sailings will be scheduled for Roatan, Honduras. The nature of the guest experience enhancements has not been revealed, but Ocean Cay MSC Marine Reserves first welcomed guests December of 2019, and of course was not visited during the industry-wide pandemic shutdown from March 2020 until summer of 2021. Because Ocean Cay is one of the newest private island destinations and has not been welcoming guests for long, the closure can seem kind of unexpected. Guests of one of the dozens of sailings impacted by the closure have several options to choose from. Many sailings are adjusted with new itineraries, and guests can remain on those altered cruises that will not be visiting Ocean Cay. No action will be required for those who choose to stay on their currently booked cruise. Travelers can also opt for a more comparable cruise in the summer of 2024 with the same length and accommodation type, as well as a longer cruise that will be at the prevailing rates minus the future cruise credit issued for the value of the canceled cruise. It says here that some guests will also find their cruise completely canceled or extended to a different length. And my wife and I were talking about this. We actually were wondering, like, what do you do if you were planning on a 7-day cruise, but suddenly it's been extended to an 11-day cruise? So, that would completely, obviously, throw you completely off. And in that particular case, you'd probably choose to cancel and not go on a longer cruise if you couldn't go on the longer cruise. So I think
Right.
it's interesting that is an option, that where they're actually just moving a 7-day to an 11-day, and will give you those additional days of cruising for the same price that you paid for the 7-day. So it's kind of a bonus that way. But the flip side of it is that, you may not be able to go for 11 days. So you have to change your flights and everything else. That could cost you a lot of money. So
Right.
it's interesting. So there's no information as to why or what the enhancements are going to be, other than the article. The article speculates that MSC is responding to guest feedback about the island. So, and I'm a big fan of Ocean Cay. I really like it. So I hope they don't change it too much. Moving on, Royal Caribbean details neighborhood just for crew members. So it says here, Icon of the Seas is set to redefine the standards of crew accommodations in the cruise industry. The ship will be home to 2,350 crew members, each of whom play a crucial role in delivering the vacation experience that Royal Caribbean is known for. The cruise line lifted the veil on the development of the crew areas on board Icon of the Seas in its 10th episode of Making an Icon. And I'm going to leave a link in the description of this live feed on my channel to the YouTube video that shows that's this episode of Making an Icon. It's a 10-minute video, so we're not going to be showing it here on the live stream. So it says here, Jason Liberty, president and CEO of Royal Caribbean Group, emphasized the cruise importance in delivering the ultimate cruise experience. Building Icon of the Seas and putting all these amazing neighborhoods and wow moments on there, that's really the beginning of the experience. But in order to deliver on that experience, it will require what makes Royal Caribbean so special, which is our crew. The design process of the cruise neighborhood was a collaborative effort involving the crew members themselves. Comprehensive survey was conducted to understand the needs and preferences of the crew members regarding their living and working spaces, and the feedback received was instrumental in shaping the final design of the neighborhood. Michael Bailey, president of Royal Caribbean International, highlighted the importance of the crew accommodations. He said, one of the things that we've done with Icon is putting a lot of design focus on crew accommodations. As a former crew member, I think it's incredibly important space. The cruise line even went as far as to design crew cabins and overhauling the plans as crew members did not enjoy the first designs. It resulted in the crew members from different positions and nationalities sitting down with architects and designing their space. The crew neighborhood of Icon of the Seas will feature a range of amenities, facilities designed to promote relaxation, socialization, and a sense of community among the crew members. These include an indoor and outdoor pub, a gym, a barber shop, a new type of accommodation known as the L-shaped stateroom. This innovative room design, patented for this unique layout, was developed based on crew's desire for more privacy, storage, and space. In addition, the crew will have access to a clubhouse with a coffee shop and lounge area, a gaming room, a barber shop, and a store. The crew's dining area, the Windjammer, will feature live cooking stations and offer ocean views, providing dining experiences that mirror that of the guests. The ship will also feature a multi-function room that can be transformed for celebrations or training, ensuring the crew have a dedicated space for professional development and leisure activities. So that's very, very nice that Cruise Line has put such emphasis, and I think it shows real dedication to the crew when they were willing to scrap the original designs and go back and design them again based on crew feedback. So
Right.
very, very nice.
That is
So
awesome.
that is the news for today.
Scott, I love it. I really do. Okay. In another news story, as a part of the Disney 100 celebration, Disneyland Resort is presenting Rogers the Musical in all-new one-act musical theater production at the Hyperion Theater in Disney California Adventure Park for a limited time, June 30th through August 31st, 2023. Exploring universal themes of heroism, romance, and self-discovery, Rogers the Musical is a heartfelt experience for superhero fans, theater enthusiasts, and families alike. Rogers the Musical is a classic tale of heroes, time travel, and romance. The approximately 30-minute show features a talented cast of singers and dancers telling the story of Steve Rogers, Captain America, joined by Peggy Carter, Nick Fury, and select members of the Avengers. The real-life production of Rogers the Musical draws inspiration from the fictional Broadway musical theater sequence featured in the first episode of the Disney Plus series Hawkeye. The new musical project will come to life through the creativity of Disney Live Entertainment in partnership with book writer Hunter Bell. Tony Award-nominated star and book writer will feature 5 all-new songs with music Grammy-winning composer Christopher Lennertz and lyrics by Jordan Peterson. The show will also include fan favorite songs Save the City from Disney Plus series Hawkeye and Star Spangled Man from the film Captain America the First Avenger.
Okay.
Okay. Also, in another news story, leading faith-based travel brand ETS has launched an expanded lineup of 2024 travel programs featuring newly designed itineraries exclusively offered by the company, as well as new destinations, including Morocco. The new programs are presented with the unveiling of the ETS 2024 Journeys of Faith catalog and the ETS 2024 Catholic Pilgrimage Guide, 2 full-color publications handcrafted to educate and entice travelers and groups with details of the company's vast faith-based travel opportunities. Most ETS departures include breakfast and dinner daily, dedicated tour director and driver, international airfare from the New York area with domestic connections offered, faith-based and cultural touring and excursions, plus so much more. The company's entire range of programs offered through 2024 can now be booked online. And they have many retreats and pilgrimages. And let's see, their website can be found at etstours.com if you wanted to look into a faith-based voyage. Among some of the things that they're going to be doing is Vibrant Morocco, Women's Retreat Cruise, the Shrines of Canada, and Eucharistic Miracles Pilgrimage. So be sure to go and check them out if you want to be on one of these journeys. Finally, in the cruise news, Azamara, the upmarket cruise line and leader in destination immersive experiences, is taking the loyalty program's quarterly savings perk to the next level. For a limited time, Azamara Circle members can double their savings with 20% off select sailings. This limited time offer can also be combined with select sailings on Azamara's current brand offer, giving 3 free nights and $600 onboard credit.
Nice.
Available on select sailings booked between July 1st, 2023 through July 14th. This 20% off promotion allows loyalty guests to discover unique ports, including Portland, Australia, with its abundant wildlife, or the enchanting old town of Quetua, Spain. Azamara spends more time in port with late nights and overnights, allowing guests to relax and immerse themselves in a destination without feeling rushed. Some of the sailings Azamara loyalty guests can save on include a 20-night Antarctica holiday voyage, a 12-night Japan intensive voyage, an 8-night Greece intensive voyage. Let's see. Azamara's program offers loyalty members the opportunity to book select future sailings at a 20% savings subject to availability. Savings are for new bookings only and are available to individual or group reservations. 20% savings apply to the cruise fare only. Savings do not apply to taxes, fees, and port expenses, air, or any other non-cruise component booked. Limited time offer must be booked between July 1st and July 14th of 2023. So if you are an Azamara cruiser, they're offering you 3 free nights and $600 onboard credit. And that will do it for your cruise and travel information news for today. Ashley, Ashley Ratliff has made it into the chat. Good morning. Warmstrong Adventures has made it into the chat. Good morning. And let us know, is it still hazy up there, Warmstrong? We would love to know. Because I know that Scott, you said it was hazy in your area too.
Oh my God. It is. I think it's worse than it was the first round, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible. It's absolutely horrible. So.
And is that the Sahara dust that's supposed to hit us next week, or is that
It's still the Canadian fires?
Oh, wow.
It's the Canadian fires. So for us, most of the smoke is coming from the eastern Canadian fires. Those are burning in Nova Scotia.
Mm-hmm.
But they're expected to burn all summer long.
Oof.
So yeah. So I mean, it's horrible. Like I said, the city where I live in Pennsylvania in the first round had the worst air quality in the country that particular day. The scale only goes up to 500 to measure it. And we had a reading of like 491 or something that day. So we had like the worst and stuff. Now, yesterday, Washington had the worst air quality on the entire planet. You know, that's only 2 hours south from me. So, yeah, I mean, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. So,
and Ashley says it's hazy here in Tennessee also.
Yeah. I think they said something like 39 states are experiencing air quality issues related to the Canadian wildfire.
Right. And Controversial Cruising says, oh, snap, Muster Joe, you're a Scott too. Scott here as well.
Yep. All my life.
And speaking of Scott, you know, he has a profound question for all of us, including those of you that are in the chat. Do you visit the spa on board a cruise?
So, we have visited the spa a few times. You know, my wife obviously has gotten her nails done and things like that. But one particular time, we actually went and got like the day pass for the entire sailing to the spa, and I believe it was on the Carnival Sunshine. And we wanted to go and enjoy like the steam rooms and the what they call it, like the therapy pool and stuff like that and everything. So it was like a fixed, cost, and we went, and you could basically just go in there and do anything you wanted the whole time. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, we were really looking forward to it. We were really excited about it. And unfortunately, our first day we went there, and we went to the thalassotherapy pool, and there was a group of 5 or 6 people, maybe in their 40s and early 50s, treating it like the main pool. And they had drinks. They were super loud, yelling and screaming, laughing, carrying on, would not be quiet for even a moment, made it impossible to relax. And unfortunately, Carnival did not do anything about it other than to refund the cost that we had paid for our spa pass. So it's unfortunate that such an environment that would be indicative of relaxation and calm would be used for, such chaos and mayhem, and that the cruise line would not do anything about it. So it has actually forced us to be more cautious about doing it again on future cruises, just because we fear, that kind of environment, and therefore would not be very relaxing for us. So we've not done it lately, but we might try it again to see if it's different this time. But that was unfortunately that kind of our turn off experience. So.
Yep. Well, before we move on with the chat, I just want to point one thing out. We have a full roster of Scots in here this morning. Lone Cross MTP says that he's a Scot too. So, on nighttime shows, we have the full roster of Mikes.
Yes.
During the morning, I believe that we have a full roster of Scots.
I know, and I think I made a comment about that one time too, because I said, you know what, sometimes people call me the Mustard Drill, right? Or they say, hey, Mustard Drill or whatever, right? And sometimes people call me Scott, and sometimes I'm not sure if they're talking to me, because we have so many Scots in the community. Right. So it definitely is confusing.
Yeah, and Lone Cross MTP says, good thing we have screen names, or we will all have to answer to Scott. So that's why I call out channel names.
Look at Controversial Cruising's post.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. About the spa?
No. He says hashtag full roster of Scots.
Full roster of Scots. That's right. That's what we got here this morning. We appreciate each and every one of you for coming in. Let's see. Controversial Cruising also commented on your question. I've only went to the spa once back in 2014-ish on the Dream. It was a birthday gift. LOL probably should again. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Eddie, have you been to the spa on your cruise? And if so, how was your experience? You're muted, good sir.
Keep doing this. I've been texting back and forth, so I didn't want the sound to be bothering. Yeah. I don't even know what a spa looks like on any of the ships. I don't even know which deck they're in or anything like that. No, don't look for it or anything unless, one of these days I probably have to take Alice there. Maybe on that cruise that we're doing next year for our wedding anniversary. Since she surprised me with it, I think I should surprise her with a spa day during that cruise. So,
yep,
maybe a good thing, But other than that, we have no idea what the place looks like or where they are located. I know I heard when we go to the little deck, some of the ladies that work in that area show up at the little deck and they give you like a hint of a taste of a massage up there, so you can go to the spa and all that, and they talk about it. I don't even bother going over there. I know it's gonna be expensive, and it's I need more of a therapeutical massage on my body than just a regular massage. My body's in pretty bad shape when it comes to arthritis, that I have to be very careful how I get managed. So that's one reason I don't really go to these places, because I need to go to an orthopedic to get this done the right way. So,
right.
But other than that, I've never been to one. I've never done one. I have no idea what they look like. So, whoops.
The only way that I know what a spa looks like is by watching other people's vlogs. I generally don't make it a point to get down there either. The one thing that they do highlight, though, is these heated seats that you can sit in. And right. The way that I look at it, we've been going to some pretty hot places. So if you want a heated seat, all you got to do is go up to the top deck and boom, there's your heated seat right there. No charge. So, I made that joke on the last cruise. I'm like, man, it is so hot out here that, you don't really need those heated seats that you go, because I run hot. I'm always hot no matter where I am. And I'm like, I'll walk past, I'll be videoing and I'll walk past the hot tub in the middle of the day. And most of the time they're empty, but every now and again, you'll find somebody in the hot tub in the heat of the day. And I truly do not understand it. I don't. I would be burning in there. Hey, the Bud Files has made it in.
So one of the things that I'm actually looking forward to the next time I get on Maravilla is at my loyalty level on MSC, I get an hour in the spa for free.
Mhm.
And they actually have a snow room on MSC Maravilla and a few
Nice.
other MSC ships. So now, I'm not a fan of the cold, but it's interesting because it's the only one I think like it on any of the cruise ship spas. So it's definitely going to be worth a look. So
That's why I'm super excited about Alaska. They're saying dress in layers. I might be the one big dummy out there with shorts and a t-shirt on. I don't know how it's going to go depending on the weather report on the Alaska
Right.
cruise, but I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Us going up north for these last, for the last week, it was like, this is nice. It was in the 70s instead of the 100s. So
Yeah.
I'm really appreciative of that. The closest we ever got to being to the spa was we had booked a spa room on the Vista. It was a spa balcony. No, it was a spa room where we were going to get the robes and the slippers
Right.
and all the
Yep.
good stuff. And I'm like, that's the only difference. And they said, well, you got access to the velocitherapy pool and
Right.
that kind of stuff. But then they offered us an upgrade for a balcony, and we took it. So we left our
Gotcha.
spa room behind and rebooked
Yeah.
a balcony. That was our
And
first.
I mean, I'm sure the experience is very nice and very relaxing and probably worth the cost.
Mhm.
If that's something you're interested in doing. It's just unfortunate that, when we did it, it, was ruined by, some fellow cruisers who
Right.
didn't feel like it was necessary to respect anybody else. So,
Yep. And sometimes you just got to know what cruise you're on too. If you're on that, if you're on a luxury cruise, you expect the luxury spa treatment.
mhm.
I know the Vista crowd was way more subdued as far as party and fun atmosphere. The Vista was it was like night and day. I'm getting off
Yeah.
the Breeze and going to the Vista the very next month, and I'm like, this is different. The
Yeah.
crowd changes on the longer.
I think I agree with that, but I
Mhm.
also think, I agree with this concept of certain cruises, certain lines, certain ships, certain itineraries, everything else. Absolutely. And I agree. And I think that behavior would be completely, i- in conducive or appropriate for the main pool deck,
Mhm.
but not the spa. Not the spa.
Not the spa.
The
I
spa
agree.
is where
Yeah.
you're supposed to just have peace, quiet, and zen.
Yep. And on Virgin Voyages, not only are you going to get no kids, but you're also going to get where they're more health forward than all other cruise lines, from my
Right.
understanding, is that they're really healthy forward. They have a lot of vegetarian and vegan options that other cruise lines don't offer. And Virgin might have a real nice spa. I don't know. I haven't seen any vlogs about this, but yeah, that was unfortunate that happened to y'all. The Z Show Cruise Fund has a cruise countdown that he has posted. Less than 175 days until the greatest cruise of all time on the Carnival Jubilee, December 23rd. Sorry, Eddie.
I don't know who he's talking to.
Looks like controversial cruising as a question for cruising is fun anytime.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me run around here to it and see what's going on. When are you going to Alaska? We are going June 15th, 2025 on the Norwegian Encore for a wonderful 7-day sailing. We're going to 4 ports: Juneau, Ketchikan, Skagway, and British Columbia, Vancouver, I think it is. And then we're going back to Seattle. It says, I'm going in August. Have you heard about the Alaskan cruise season being in jeopardy over the Canadian strikes and White Pass Railroad strikes too? Here in the U.S., we only heard about the upcoming UPS strike. I know that UPS workers and the union have been trying to work out some kind of deal, but it appears that the strike is definitely going to come through, and a lot of people ordering packages will not be happy.
Yeah, I have not heard of anything about the Canadian strikes.
Right. And let's see. I believe you have a soundbite in for our friends from the north, right?
Yes.
Tide reinforcements have arrived from the north.
That's right. 121 days till the Booze Cruise. Thank you for that countdown.
The Booze Cruise. Yep. And
Right.
then, of course, there's Booze Cruise 2.0.
There is.
was Catman.
That is your cue, Eddie.
October 28th, 2024. Leaving out of Tampa, Florida on a 6-day cruise, going to Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman on the Carnival Paradise. Yes, I know it's a smaller ship, but who cares? We're going to have fun anyway. It's going to be a Halloween cruise. It's going to be fun. That's why I call the Secret Booze Cruise 2.0. And we're looking forward to go very soon, October 28, 2024. Any information on reservations, please get in touch with Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com and get your cabin as soon as possible. Balconies are very scarce. Cabins are selling, about 8 or 9 of them already taken care of. Most of them are creators that were going to meet me there and go with me. So it's definitely looking forward to it. You can put a $25 down, refundable, to reserve your spot. The deposit for your cabin is due by May 2024. Payoff of the complete cruise is by July 2024. You got a whole year ahead to plan it out, get together, get creative. Also, look for the Facebook group, The Secret 2.0, managed by Mike and Rihanna Adventures, where we're going to be putting some information towards the cruise. And you could get more, relate to people that are going on the cruise, also being part of that group, and you'll get more info that way. So looking forward to see you there.
Booze Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios, out of Tampa, Florida. Port of calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Come join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
Oh yeah, oh yeah! I love that song.
In response to the comment that was made about UPS, Bone Tar Travelers came in with this one. Matimu is coming via USPS and FedEx. That's right. So, yep, she's gonna get her stuff. And Jeffrey, Jamestown baseball commissioner, has made it in. Welcome back, and for dropping your link. Thank you so much. And to drop your link in the event that you are a creator, please type in the word #creator, #TMD, or #ELS, and Nightbot will drop your link.
That's right.
And thank you for coming in, Controversial Cruising. Have a great day at work. And yes, we have fully caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for us to point you to who's going live and having premieres for the remainder of the day.
And that is as follows. Following us is a little bitty show called the Seashore Cruise Fun at 10 p.m. in the morning Eastern. Follow the Roy Mackey's Travels at 1 p.m. And at 2 p.m. will be the Ray Parade, 2 p.m. Eastern today. Followed by that 3 p.m. Eastern with the Sea Show Fun Cruise again. Premiered by the Bot Files at 5 p.m. SCT Adventures will be on at 7 p.m. tonight. Back Road Freedom, Ava Porterfield and Friends, 8 p.m. tonight. I guess you call it the prime time, 9 p.m. tonight,
Mhm.
the same show, Cruise Fun. And closing the night, 10 p.m. tonight, will be the Down Under Cruisers, Helping Hands for Cruising. And also the Eddie Lugo Studios will be on 10 p.m. tonight Eastern. So somehow I think I'm going to be merging with Down Under Cruises tonight. And maybe all three of us will be live at the same time. So there's a marathon coming up July 6th through the 9th. Marathon to help Down Under Cruises and Helping Hands for Cruising to get some funds so they could keep bringing people that have never cruised or don't have the way to cruise to be part of a future cruise. I'm hoping to make my cruise in October next year part of the Helping Hands for Cruising. I know the cruise in June 2024 that you're doing, Jeremy, is already
Mhm.
part of the Helping Hands for Cruising foundation too. So looking forward to that. So I'm gonna get in touch with them so I could see if I could merge with them tonight, and then all three of us talk about the importance of getting funds for this organization and bring more people into the world of cruising.
Yep. And we just posted a link to Helping Hands for Cruising in the event you want to head over there and do some good. It is it's a great cause
Mhm.
for
Yep, for sure.
people looking to go on a cruise. And Jeffrey, Jamestown baseball commissioner, has a stat check for us. He's at 442. Let's try to get him up a little bit more. Jeffrey, Jamestown, in the event that you have not dropped your link, go ahead and type in the word #creator, and Nightbot will drop your link. That way people can get connected with you here in the community. Let's see. I think that
And I wanted to, for anybody who's still in here, I just want to thank everyone for coming in and joining us every morning and
Yes.
spending your morning with us. We really greatly appreciate it. We're all working really hard to try to bring you relevant content and to keep you informed and entertained and create an environment where you're welcome and that you're getting something out of it. So we really appreciate your support and appreciate you being here, and I just wanted to say thank you.
absolutely, we definitely appreciate you.
Yep.
So guys, what you got going on for the remainder of the day?
I have the Ray Parade today at 2.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be listening to everything that is going on with the premieres, and then I go live after to talk about those premieres that we just watched in the afternoon and see what our plans are and what we're going to follow next. And then we just get together and chat about it and hopefully have a nice conversation about the whole thing.
Yep. And our friends High Seas Cruising has come into the chat. Hello, good morning.
Welcome.
If you haven't checked out their channel, definitely run over there and check them out. High Seas Cruising, please type in the word #creator. That way Nightbot can drop your link and everybody can head over to your channel and check you out.
Definitely.
And Jennifer from Embarkation Nation has made it into the chat. Good morning.
Jennifer, what's up?
Welcome.
Welcome. Scott, what are your plans for the remainder of the day?
Well, I've got some yard work to do, and I've got some travel agent things to do, and that's probably about it. Nothing exciting.
Cool.
So not spending a lot of time outside just because of the air quality. So it's not just the haze too, it's the particles that are causing the haze that are really just making it difficult for old guys like me.
Rooted in Essential Oils has made it in. Good morning. And today, for me, I have to run out to Houston, so I'm going to miss some of the earlier, premieres and lives and things like that. But I do plan, if your live tonight is with Clock and them, I might actually try to come in tonight. For this weekend, I haven't lined anybody up for Cruising is Fun anytime live with special guests. I may try to work on getting a show together, but as far as Sunday is concerned, we have nothing scheduled. Monday, I know the show will continue, but Tuesday for the 4th, it has been decided that we go ahead and take the day off and let you guys enjoy your day. Mm-hmm. I know that July 4th is special to a lot of our viewers, so we want to go ahead and release you for the day, but we'll be right back Wednesday morning with a good show for you guys. So we wanted to make that quick programming announcement before getting out of here. Everybody take care of each other out there. Hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good morning.
Bye.
Wait a minute. Hang on. I was